Hey folks, thanks for joining me for this month's Tip of the Month. We're going to go to the Outdoorsman Bait and Tackle store in St. Mary's, Ohio, and mechanic Jeff Tobin is going to talk about some things about storing your boat. Right now we're in December, and if you live up north, that's the time you got to think about putting your boat away, but there's proper procedures to follow to make sure that boat motor will last you a long time. Now let's go to Jeff.
Hi folks, today I want to talk to you about something that's really important to extend the life of your motor. If you live down south where you run your boater year-round, this isn't going to affect you. But if you live up north where it gets cold during the winter and you might store your boat for a month, 2 months, whatever, or anytime you're going to store your boat for longer than a month, you really need to store it properly. And the first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to add some stabilizer to your gasoline. Now this is Mercury Quick Store, and with this you add 1 ounce for every 5 gallons of gasoline you have in your tank. So if you got 10 gallons of gas in it, you'll add 2 ounces. If you got 20 gallons of gas, add 4 ounces. And then when you're done with that, you'll want to start the motor up, either back it down in the ramp or put it on earmuffs, and then run that motor for about 10 minutes to get that all circulated through the motor. Then when you're done with that, you'll want to fog your motor. And this is Mercury storage seal. And what you want to do is spray a little bit of this into each cylinder. What you'll do is spray it into the air intake, and you'll hear the motor decrease in RPMs. When you do that, then go to the next cylinder, and then repeat that for each cylinder you have on your motor, and then shut your motor down. Then you'll want to drain your lower unit. Now there's 2 different weights of oil that you can use. Now if you're do like duck hunting and where you're out in a lot of cold water running, then you'll want to go with the 80-90 weight. If you only run yours in the summer or early spring and early fall, and you don't run it in real cold water, then you want to go with the 90 weight oil. And how you'll do that, you'll want to drain the oil first, and if you pull out the drain plug at the very bottom of the lower unit, and then you have vent plugs right here and right here. Now some motors will only have 1 vent plug instead of 2, but you take those out and then let it completely drain until it's done. Then when you're done, you'll want to take whichever lube oil you're using, and then Mercury has a pump you can actually screw it right onto the top of the bottle, and then the other piece will screw in to the bottom of your lower unit, and then you'll just pump that in until you see it start coming out the vent plug. When you see it start coming out, put the vent plug back, and if you have a second one, then you want to continue pumping again until you see it come out the second one. Then put that plug back in, and then unscrew this from the bottom drain, and then put your drain plug back in. And then the last and final thing you'll want to do, you'll have grease zerks on your motor, mainly on your steering column here. And then also you'll have a grease zerk on your steering that turns the motor back and forth when you turn your wheel. You want to make sure you grease them up good. And then now you're done. You're ready. You can leave that stored 1 month, 2 months, 3 months until it warms up or until you're ready to use it again.